Tom from PE Classroom, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use our quizzes as part of our learning zone. So what the quizzes are all about, how you can set the quizzes, and most importantly, how you can track your pupils' results from the quizzes. So I'm going to go to Learning Zone on the tab, and I'm going to click on the first course, which is AQA GCSE PE. This will take me to a page which shows the units for each part of the course, and it also shows my progress as a learner at the top. So I'm going to click to expand the first unit, the skeletal system. We can see there's lessons on functions and bones of the body, joints, there's exam questions on the skeletal system, and then there's always a quiz to finish. So I'm going to dive straight into that quiz. Each quiz at the end of the unit is worth 10 marks to keep consistency. And these quizzes aren't supposed to be super easy, so it's not just a case of always selecting one answer and having a 25% chance of getting it correct. There's different types of questions to go through. So this first question is about putting the bones of the body in order of where they appear top to bottom. So unless your pupils have got a really good idea of the skeleton and the names of the bones and where the bones are, they're going to struggle with that question. There's lots of questions where we need to sort and match up the correct answers. So match up the part of a joint with the correct statement. We've got the parts of the joint down the left, and then we drag and drop these statements into the table. There are some questions which is select one answer. So which of the following is an example of a hinge joint? And then there are also questions where multiple answers need to be selected. So which of the following can be categorized as long bones? And unless you've got to select all of the correct answers. So again, unless your pupils know what a long bone is and lots of examples of long bones, then they're going to find that answer very difficult. As I said, there are 10 questions in total, and we just click next all the way through until there's finally a submit button to finish the quiz. In terms of setting this quiz, it might be a case of taking part in the quizzes in the classroom if you want to make sure that pupils aren't using notes or they're not looking at the lessons within the learning zone in order to get the answers. In which case, if you're taking part in the quizzes during lessons, then any device works well for these quizzes: mobile phones, iPads, laptops, any device at all. In terms of setting the quiz for homework, if your pupils are becoming more familiar with the learning zone, or when they become more familiar, it will simply be the case of saying, right, I want you to go into the skeletal system, go through each lesson, and then have a go at the quiz. Until that is the case, I would advise very simply just copying the link of the quiz or the lesson that you want your pupils to have a go at and dropping it into your homework section. So whether you use Google Classroom, Teams, Show My Homework, whatever your usual method of setting homework for your pupils. Right, in terms of tracking the quizzes then, so if I go back to the homepage here, I know lots of you will have been using the My Classes section here in order to set up your classes and enroll your pupils into the course. The drop down here shows two further sections: quiz results and pupil notes. So we're going to go to quiz results. And once this opens up, I will have my class ready, and I'm ready to look at their quiz results. So I can select my class here by select group. So lots of you will only have one class, though you might have 2 or 3 classes. I'm going to go to my class Sporting Stars. I've just got one course, just like you usually have one course per class. So this is AQA GCSE PE, and then I can select the quiz that I know that I've asked my pupils to take part in. So this is in alphabetical order at the moment, and I can go to Skeletal System Quiz. I don't have to press anything else, and I will see my pupils' quiz results. So straight away, I can see their names and I can see how well they've done in the quiz in terms of percentage. I can see when they submitted it, so whether they submitted it on time, if it was a homework task. And then, quite importantly, I can also see a detailed report. So if I pick out a student and say, they only got 50%. I want to look at where they went wrong. I click on the detailed report, and this will show each question whether they were correct or incorrect in their answers. So I'll just move myself out the way. It also shows the time taken, so I can see here that if they've only spent 4 seconds on a question, they've got it completely wrong, then they've probably rushed through and not taken it seriously. I can view each answer as well, so I can press view. If I just scroll down slightly, I can see which answers they got correct and which answers they got incorrect. So this could be a useful tool if for pupil consultations, or perhaps at a parents' evening, if you're trying to show how well your pupils are doing, what they need to work on. You can have a look at their quiz scores and even go into their detailed report to show where they're struggling or their weaknesses. So hopefully that's been some useful information on the quizzes. But if you do have any questions at all about the best way to set quizzes, or how to use the quizzes, or how to track results of your pupils, then please do get in touch.